All right, guys, back in the room today doing some training, doing a quick training anyways on client appreciation around the holidays. This is a great time to follow up and reconnect with your clients and Sphere. This one hits right on time because today's date is actually November 18th of 2021. And we are just about to do some of this very stuff with our own business. So get with it. All right, guys, so just a quick overview of what I'm going to talk about. The holidays are a great reason to reach out and reconnect with your clients and members of your Sphere, okay? So past clients are always a great resource for you to gain new and future business. So we want to stay in contact with them. This makes it easy to kind of just reach out and say, hey, happy holidays, whatever the case. And then your Sphere, of course, is the people you know already, who are already in your phone book, your contacts, your schoolmates, your classmates, whatever it is. So this is an opportunity to reintroduce yourself as a real estate professional and friend, okay? Remember to be a friend to these people and not just the real estate professional, okay? And this is also a great time to ask about the people's lives and their family, because people are reconnecting with family and friends that they haven't spoken to all year around this time of year. So obviously we've all experienced that, where you haven't seen dear Aunt Sally since last Christmas, right? But now you see her this year, she's thinking about moving to Florida, okay? So this is a great opportunity to connect with people who are in that very moment and potentially be the listing agent or the referral agent to who she's gonna buy with in Florida. Maybe you know an agent or can research an agent for her. So just kind of creating opportunities for yourself. So don't be shy. Next. All right, guys, some ways that you can connect. Number one, stop by or pop by home or office in person, okay? So if you're a Brian Buffini guy, he's working by referral. He's really big on what he calls pop buys. What he'll do is, what the system is basically a quick pop by in somebody's office or maybe their home, a past client or a friend, whatever the case may be. And just stopping by and maybe giving them a small gift. Maybe in these holidays, keep in mind too, don't have to be Christmas and Thanksgiving. They just happen to be Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up for us right now. But for instance, Valentine's Day, maybe Mother's Day, right? You're gonna stop by, give all the moms some flowers, right? Give all the dads a new hammer. I don't know, anything, right? Could be anything. Could be a gift card to Lowe's, right? $10 gift card to Lowe's. Get your own hammer. You decide which one you're gonna swing, right? So, but the pop by, the idea of that is just a quick pop by. It's not, you're not there to absorb their time or take anything away from them. You're just basically there. Hey, remember me? Normally there would be a small tag attached to it that just says, hey, thanks for, an appreciation of Father's Day, or thanks for being a past client, or Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is, okay? So very, very simple, very affordable. I've done them before where I did a 3-pack of ketchup, mustard, and relish, and I stopped by, it was the 4th of July, and I stopped by all of my previous clients' houses and basically knocked the door. Hi, how are you? How are things? I just wanted to stop and catch up with you and let you know that I really relish our relationship, and also I am the realtor who can cut the mustard, right? So it's kind of corny, kind of fun, but I just gave them ketchup, mustard, and relish for a day that they're probably gonna be barbecuing. And that's one less thing they're gonna forget at this month's party, right? So when they're talking about it with their friends and family, it seems silly, but they're all laughing and saying, my realtor's the craziest guy or girl, stopped by and gave me the ketchup, relish, and mustard. Blew my mind, but here we are using it at my table, so it works. Send a card or flowers with a note. So, and also it further iterates here, note should be handwritten if at all possible and addressed as well, okay? So handwritten and hand addressed. We can all go down to the store and buy some stuff. That's not the stuff that really catches people in the feels. And so we want to make sure that it's as personable as it can be. Handwritten notes exceed anything you can do. If you're like me and your handwriting is atrocious, it looks like a 3rd grader probably wrote it, right? Self-admittedly, it's just one of those things that I got. But I send people notes and they think their grandchildren maybe sent them something, right? They're gonna open that. If they think their grandchild sent them something, they're gonna open it. Now, the females in the room probably have a little bit better, I don't even know what you would call it, handwriting, for the lack of better terms. But anyways, it can be neatly done. It can be slightly sloppy. The thing is, just get it done. Just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Thanks for being a great client. You know, very simple, very generic, but it means a lot to people when they see that, okay? You could go and bake or buy some cookies and send or deliver them, right? There's all kinds of edible creations where they cut the fruit for you and they put it on sticks and kind of deliver it like an arrangement of flowers. You could get a local baker involved and do some kind of cookie or something like that, cakes, any of that kind of stuff. So if you are gonna bake any of this yourself, you wanna be cautious and make sure that you're not gonna give anybody food poisoning or anything like that. Also, food allergies. The nice thing when you buy things, there's a label on it that says what's in it, and that particular manufacturer of that particular product is responsible for the contents within that. So you can kind of isolate yourself from any risk by going ahead and just buying something. And also, you know, you're gonna get a good consistency anyway. So you can do a phone call, okay? So phone calls, I know a lot of people dread the phone, but it's one of the best ways and most efficient ways to actually connect with these kinds of people, all right? So an example that I've given you here is just hi, customer's name. So hi, Ron. I know this is your first holiday season in your new home, and I just wanted to reach out and say that I hope you and your family have a wonderful time in your new home. Also, please don't hesitate to call me if you or anyone you know needs a recommendation on a company that specializes in holiday decorations for your home. I always keep a list of contractors at the ready for my people, okay? That's kind of silly. Most people would never pay somebody to decorate their home, but what you've done is let them know, I'm your Google. I'm your local Google. I'm your guy, and this is what you want to be to these people. You want to be the guy who has the connections to a plumber, an electrician, a guy who decorates houses, because inevitably, one of your customers bought that 2-story house with that huge peak on the front, and they're not going without putting the bow on it. And the husband or whoever is not climbing all the way to the top of that thing to put it up there and take it down, right? So inevitably, there's always a need for something. And really what you're doing right now is you're just reminding them that, hey, happy holidays. I hope that you have a great time in your new home, but I'm your local resource. I'm your guy. If you need something, call me first. Anything home related, call me. You need a mortgage, call me. You need an electrician, call me. A plumber, call me. You need your carpets cleaned, call me. I know these people. I have trustworthy contractors that I work with day in and day out, right? You're just reaffirming with them that you are the best point of contact for anything home related. Also stay on top of mind. All right, ways to connect. Sorry, go ahead, next one. More ways to connect, right? Make a video and post it in social media. Now this is very passive. I wouldn't suggest that this is your only go-to, right? But video right now is killing it. If you know anything about anything, video is where it's at in the marketplace. So any video you make, it doesn't have to be a long video, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? You just get it done and send it out there and get people to, you know, to take it in. But if you can get, let's say 10 people to see your video, that's 10 people, you couldn't have made 10 phone calls in that quick 30 seconds that it took them to watch that video. So keep that in mind. This is a way to get it done, but I would not make this your only approach. So again, not recommended as the only form of communication. However, it would be a way to complement all the other things that you're doing. So if you're making phone calls, maybe you didn't catch everybody, but you sent a video, right? You could make a personal video for each of your clients using a similar script as the phone call and send it to them in their favorite messaging app. So it's important that we understand we want to connect with people the way that they want to be connected with and or connect with us. So if your client is a big texter, okay, text them. But if your client only deals with you in phone calls, maybe it's not best if you text them. Maybe they are real big on Snapchat. Maybe that's the place to do it. Maybe it's Facebook Messenger. However you want to connect with these people, you can connect with them, but it's best if you go with the way that they want to connect with you. That's their comfort zone, right? So if they message you in Facebook every now and again and just say, hey, how are you? That's a great way to reach back out to them because you know that's a channel that they already use, okay? And that they're comfortable with. So just keep that in mind. Number 7 here is have a client appreciation party somewhere that is local and convenient. It goes on to say, this is also a great way to connect with and do business with your local business owners, okay? So that's a great way to do it. You could have a bowling night. Right down the street from us is what they call Board and Brush, and they have packages specifically tailored for real estate agents. Basically, their clients come in, they give them some materials, and they make like a big welcome sign for their home, or a sign that says the Bloths or the Gallaghers or, you know, the Stevens or whoever they are. And so it might be a good opportunity to kind of pull them together, get them in one place at one time, and go ahead and show them your appreciation, especially around the holidays. Something like the sign making would be a great way for people to reconnect, okay? And again, you're just staying top of mind with these people, so keep that in mind. Number 8 here, have and host a charitable event and pull your clients and sphere into help support you, okay? So you want to pull them in to help support you. This is very useful because it makes your call or letter about helping other less fortunate people around the holidays while making reconnecting a to-do on their calendar, okay? So basically what I'm trying to say is you're not making it about you. You're making it about in our instance, we're going to do a coat drive, right? So we're making it about the less fortunate people, the homeless population, the people who are going to be cold on Christmas morning, the people who may not get a Thanksgiving dinner, those sorts of things. So we, as On the Move Realty, we've done this is going to be our 4th year, hosting a charitable event where this year we're going to have it at the Olive Garden. We're going to have appetizers and things like that. And the deal is, if you bring us a coat or an article, we'll buy you an age-appropriate drink. So if you would like a beer, we'll buy you a beer. If you'd like a glass of wine, we'll get you a glass of wine. If you're with your kids and you can't have a drink, we'll get you a glass of soda, and we'll get the kids a glass of soda, you know? So it's just a way for us to reach out to our clients and our sphere, pull them in and once more and remind them that we're actually, we're still here and we're still doing business and we're still helping our local community. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys, so just some things to be aware of, okay? Some things you want to know when you're approaching people around the holidays. Not everyone is going to have the same religious and or political beliefs as you, okay? And that's perfectly fine. Just take it as it is. But you probably want to know if maybe somebody's Jewish and they celebrate Hanukkah and not Christmas. Probably a pretty good idea to know that before you call and tell them Merry Christmas, right? So happy holidays might be the way to approach it. If you're more personable with your client and you know their background, their religion, whatever it is, then obviously, if it's Christmas, then it's Christmas. If it's Kwanzaa, then it's Kwanzaa, whatever it is, right? So just be aware of that. And also you want to be respectful of people's rights to celebrate in their own way, okay? So some people do it their own way, and that's okay. And you just want to make sure that you don't infringe on their ability to enjoy it the way they want to do it, okay? And also don't take it personal if you invite them out. For instance, our coat drive is the night before Thanksgiving. Tons of people travel for Thanksgiving. We're not going to take it personal if these guys can't be there. It's okay. And ordinarily they'll even say, hey, I'm going to be traveling, but I'm going to drop it off to your office before we leave or when I get back. So just be aware of that. 3, try to understand their culture if you can and avoid making a simple mistake that could tarnish a relationship. Again, this is kind of just beating the drum on the religious and political ways that people are, okay? So just be careful. Don't tarnish a relationship over something dumb that you said. If you don't know, then just approach it with caution. And number 4, there are holidays throughout the year, and all of them make for a great reason to touch your clients, right? So we put it, touch your clients. We just want to touch base with them and let them know that, hey, we're still here. We're still selling real estate. We're still looking for business. We're always hungry. We're always ready, and we can help you, okay? So this is just a few examples of the ways that you can reach out to people utilizing the holidays to soften your approach and make it less about you and more about them, or more about the celebration and the spirit of the season. So, and then it just goes on to say here, as silly as you may feel at first making these calls or sending these notes, your clients will appreciate your sincerity and the gesture of being a great communicator and a true friend, right? So these people will appreciate what you're doing. That video you're making, you feel silly in that moment, especially when you're brand new at it. But you start to send them out and people start reacting, and they react in a positive way. And again, if don't feel bad because you only got 10 views, because in the time that it took to get those 10 views, you couldn't have possibly made 10 phone calls. So just remember how efficient that is, okay? So don't be afraid to get out there, be a little silly, have a little fun, and just be human. And really, guys, that's it. So that's today's training. This is just connecting and following up with clients in and around the holiday seasons. Thanks, guys.